Okay, this is going to be the third video of 4 from section 4. This one is going to deal with mixing. You're going to see mixing in this section. You're also going to see it in a later section with systems. It's really cool, the problems you can do in mathematics. This one is saying, let's read it. Alex wishes to use a vinegar that is 13% acetic acid as a natural weed killer. You know, that stuff works, by the way. There's different things to use. My wife and I went out there and did acid. What was it? It doesn't matter, but combine a couple of nice things that don't harm you when you pour it on the weeds and they die. And that's a good thing. Anyway, he wants 13% acetic acid. He has some table vinegar that's 5%. This guy, wow, he's resourceful. And 2 cups of pickling vinegar that is 15% acetic acid. So let's pretend if he doesn't get 13, he's going to kill the plants he doesn't want to kill. He just wants to get these particular weeds. Okay, so he's got these two, 5 and 15% on hand. How many cups of the table vinegar should he mix with the 2 cups of pickling vinegar to obtain the vinegar that's 13%? Now, with mixing, it's always like this. Weak and strong mix together to get medium. Okay, hot and cold, mix it, warm. So that helps me with the percentages. I don't know if it does for you. So the way you do this, oh, I see it's a mixing problem. I was telling you guys in class, you can do the box plus box equals box method. Really easy to set up. You just have to remember. That's the thing. What goes where? The mixing problem, by doing this, it's a complicated problem that we're trying to make as simple as possible to solve, which is strength. Okay, so the percentages I'm going to go, I remember the 5% goes here along with the 15 here, doesn't matter which order, as long as you get the mixture on the other side, 13%. Makes sense? 13% is between the 5 and the 15. Did you notice that 13 is way closer to 15? In real life, what you do is you go, well, I'll use a lot more of the 15 than the 5 because 13 is a little weaker. You know what I'm saying? So a little bit of our common knowledge helps a lot. Okay, what I'm prone to do with you guys, okay, is there's one more number here. Where was it? We did the 13% and the 5 and the 15, but here it is right there. Almost missed it. 2 cups of what? Pickling, which is, which one is the pickling? You got to search for it. Look at the pickling vinegar is 15%. He has 2 cups of the pickling vinegar. Aha, 2 cups. The quantity goes in the box too. So I'll put just 2, and I know I'm thinking 2 cups. What? Oh, let me put that in blue actually, because those are the knowns. And the unknowns, maybe I'll have a pattern of putting in red. What don't we know? Well, we don't know how much of this, and in fact, that's the question. It says, how many cups of the table vinegar, which is the 5%, does he need to mix with the pickling, 2 cups of pickling vinegar to get his mixture right? What I typically do, okay, is whatever I don't know, I just go X and I go Y like that. So I actually have 2 variables. That's not so good, Scooby. We've got to do better than that, okay? But before we do any changes or anything, let's see what we've got. Always, always, always with these guys, you have 2 equations. One is found by multiplying down and using decimals, okay? Although it doesn't matter in this problem, but I'm not going to go into that. If you just go 5, 15, 13, you'll get it right. You will have already cleared decimals, okay? But I'm going to be careful. I'll just go 0.5 times X is the amount of pure acid in that mix, plus 0.15 times 2 is the amount of pure acid that's in that mix. And on the other side, 0.13 times Y. Okay? All right, that's one equation. The trouble with it is that you've got an X and a Y, but there's another easier, sneaky question here. The amount plus the amount equals the amount. This is the amount, okay, I'll write this out. This is the amount of acid. That's terrible writing. Now we're just going to go amount of solution. And that is simply this. It is x plus 2 equals y. Let me write that in English, or tell it in English. To the 2 cups of the strong stuff, I'm going to add, I don't know how many cups, X cups of the weaker stuff to get at the end. I don't know how much of that either. But you know what I actually do? I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay, watch this. This is the y. That's the same as this y. All right. And this bottom y, it says he's equal to, all right, he's equal to this, x plus 2. So that means, so is this guy. He's equal to x plus 2. And that's how you get out of this trap, and you get your equation finally. What we have is 0.5x, the amount of acid in the first solution, plus 0.152 times 2 is equal to 0.13y, but we already now know that y is x plus 2. Okay? Let me expand this. Is that better? I don't know. You can see it better, maybe. So, okay, you can go back and go, what did he say again? But this is how I set up mixing problems no matter what. Listen, even if it's pure water, if they're mixing pure water, then one of these guys would be 0 for pure water. Or they sometimes go 100% acid. Well, then it's 100%. Whatever the percents are, that's what you're doing. Okay, I know it's weird to do the thing with the y, but that to me is the most clear way of seeing there are two equations. You multiply down, that's the amount of acid in the problem. And if you ignore the top percentages, the bottom line is the amount of solutions in the problem. There's x cups plus 2 cups is x plus 2 cups, right? Let's solve this thing. Okay, whoops, I made a typo. Where's my big mistake, you guys? 0.5? What is that really? What is 0.5? 0.5 is 50%. This should be 0.05. I got too excited. You know what that is? An extremely common mistake. So you'll forgive us, right, Weber? I'll forgive you, but math won't. Okay, so we want the right answer. What we'll do is we'll come through and hit both sides by 100, and that'll clear our fractions. In other words, that allows us to just scoot this guy over twice, scoot this guy over twice, this guy over twice, and you've got 5x plus 15 times 2 is 30 is equal to 13x plus 2. Wait, that sounds like magic. It's witchcraft. All I'm doing is I'm multiplying by 100 to make the decimals disappear. We've discussed this in an earlier video, but maybe you're not privy to that. You can use a calculator. This move right here is not mandatory. You don't have to clear with 100, just use your calculator. But you do have to solve it, so here we go. Let's see, 13x plus 26. Now, how do you want to solve for x? All right, me too. Subtract the 5x over here, and you've got, he's gone, 30 is equal to what? 8x plus 26. Subtract the 26 to the other side. All right, we got 4 is equal to 8x. Oh, look at that. Now, don't get too much in a hurry. Don't be too hasty. Remember, you divide by the 8 to get it over. So x is 4 divide 8. Use your calculator, maybe 0.5. 0.5 or 1/2. So what does that mean? Well, I didn't write the legend very well. All I did is I put it in the box. And the question was, how many cups of table vinegar? And that's this guy right here. And the answer is 1/2 a cup of table vinegar. I know vinegar doesn't smell very good and all that, but you know what? Cooking with it, oh, it's so delicious. Anyway, you got to get it right. He's going to kill some weeds with it, but you know, you could be cooking and stuff. But that's the answer to that one. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that it makes sense to you. Just watch it again and again, or you can watch the class videos where we did some other problems as well. All right, till the next one, I will see you later.